My name is Arvind Kala and I live in Delhi. As I see our soldiers heading for Ladakh, I'm reminded of a feminist gripe in India that men have it good, women don't. Well, all these tens of thousands of soldiers heading for Ladakh's icy ways, maybe even to battle till death, they are all men. Their women are at home watching Saas Bahu serials on TV. In a way, actually, I feel very sorry for men. They're singularly unfortunate. They've been treated cruelly by nature, by their own physiology, and this world in general. Take dwarfs for instance. Little people. You'll find mainly male dwarfs, not female dwarfs, because the chance of a dwarf being male is 4 times higher than a dwarf being a female. Or take stammering. Now, boys, you'll find boys stutterers, very few girl stutterers, because boys are just more boys than girls start stammering. And other things, schizophrenia, autism, etc. Everything is more higher in males, not in females. That is the human physiology. And that apart, now let's move to something else, mental disorder. Here itself, mental disorder, schizophrenia, everything, the men score high. You look at our jail population. Out of 10 prisoners, 9 are male and 1 female there's 1 female. All those 9 males inside were caught stealing and robbing for their families, for their wives and children, and for their parents at home if they were unmarried and unable to support themselves. That is how it is. Suicides, 4 times more men kill themselves than women. Death from violence, more men again. Everything, men have it very, very bad. So that is really life, and they don't complain, because it's unmanly to complain. And a woman will complain, that isn't right, this isn't that right, because it's supposed to be feminine to complain. But the female is usually complaining against men. They are not complaining against women, because that's considered sissy-ish, complaining about women. So they keep the trap shut about women, it's unmanly and unmasculine. So men really have it bad in that sense. And they get a bad press, yeah. And everywhere they die early. You look at your aunts and uncles. The uncles have gone, but the aunts survive. And that's why the phrase "merry widow" comes from. From what I've seen of aunts, widowed aunts, they look so happy that if their husband was to reappear, dead husband was to reappear, they throw a stone at him. Not a large stone, but a small stone, definitely. That is really how life is. And so I feel quite bad for men, yeah. They suffer from a lot of stress, right from birth to death. They die early. And when they're born, they die more than girl babies. You see, all over the world, in India or America, every place, 105 male babies are born compared to 100 female babies. But more of them die than female babies. That's how it is. Men are cursed by their male physiology. You forget about death, suicides, etc. Even lightning chooses to kill men, fewer women. No, lightning doesn't target men that way. It's just that men, during the monsoon season, when it's a time of thunder and lightning, men go out to their fields, our rural farmers, and they tend to the crops and, see to the watering, etc. Lightning strikes and they get electrocuted. So that is everywhere. Men get it pretty bad. Yeah. So I don't know. Sensible women know this. Actually, sensible women tell one another how lucky they are to be women, because men are easy to manipulate, and men can't manipulate women, because women dangle them on a string. That is how it is. That is why there was an old time song, the more you deceive them, the more they like your technique. Meaning, deceive women. That's the only thing to do. Well, it's neither here and there. I have rambled a little, but so what? Yeah, it's a break. Okay, I'll bid you goodbye, but please subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. All right? Thank you very much indeed. Bye bye.